Hi guys, welcome back. So this is mathematics for beginners. So we'll be looking at indices, a beginner's approach. Before we dive deep into what is indices, most of us must have come across something of this nature. A times A times A times A times A. Now, when you say something of this nature sometimes, it looks cumbersome. Very cumbersome. So indices is simply looking out a way or pattern or expression of putting a repeated multiplication in a better format. A way or a pattern of putting repeated multiplication, division in a better way so it can be easily to understand and well presented. So that's what indices is all about. So in this situation now, I can simply say this is A. And this A, remember it is 1, it is raised to the power of 1, 1, 1, 1. I can simply put it in a way, how many A do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can simply say that this is the same thing as A raised to power 5. I have written this in an index form. So indices is the same thing as power or exponents. It is such a way that a number which will definitely become your base is expressed to an exponent, which is also called the power. That is what indices is all about. So therefore, in indices, you're expected to have A dot B raised to power C. This is how it comes. Sometimes the A here is your coefficients. The B here is what? Your base. And the C mostly is your index or power, to which the base is always raised. So this is just an introductory class to indices. Before we move further or solving questions, there are key rules that is guiding indices. And if you're able to understand this rule, I bet you must have, or you would have at least be able to work out everything that has to do partly with geometry, multiplication, divisions, because these rules are very, very essential. Now, what is the first rule? The first rule is simply the multiplication rule. Number one, although I will be giving them a different number, there is no any order of arrangement. But first of all, it is more better you know the multiplication rule. Now, what does this multiplication rule state? This multiplication rule states that when you have two variables, two powers, and they are having the same base, for instance, A raised to power m times A raised to power n. They said when the base are the same, you take one of the base and sum up the power. This is the multiplication rule. What does it insinuate? It simply insinuates that when you have something like 2 raised to power 3 times 2 raised to power 2, it's simply the same thing as 2 raised to the power of 3 plus 2, which is 2 raised to power 5, because the base are the same. What it means is that if you're able to expand this and expand this, the same thing is what this will give to you. Now, the second rule is the division rule. The division rule states that when you have A raised to power m divided by A raised to power n, that it is the same since the base are the same. Remember this, the base are the same. If the base are not the same, this rule does not apply. So this is the same thing as having A m minus n, as simple as ABC. Now, how do we put this in play? Let's take, for instance, I have x raised to power 6 divided by x raised to power 2. The same answer will be, since the base are the same, x. I will now have 6 minus 2. And what is 6 minus 2? X raised to power 4. So this is what the law states.